everybody, and welcome to another ECS Season 8 team interview. I have got the absolute pleasure of being joined by AdreN from AVANGAR today. Now, you guys had an incredible run in week 1 of ECS. You managed to make it to the grand finals and take down ForZe in the grand finals, and you looked pretty dominant doing that. Can you talk me through kind of your road through the first week of ECS?
Actually, we felt a little bit shaky because we didn't have the rest after the major run and after the last winning. We didn't have at all the time to just figure out what happened. So the start was shaky from us, but I'm really happy that we managed the week and we are closer to the LAN finals.
Yeah.
So this is important for us because we still can believe that we can do much more than we can capable.
Obviously, you weren't on the AVANGAR roster last season for ECS, but AVANGAR were incredibly unlucky. They managed to, it looked like you guys wouldn't be going to the finals, but then NIP managed to just scrape it through. What is the team's kind of approach to the finals this time around?
I don't know. We don't think about the finals or something like that. We're just thinking about the game that we actually have. So we don't look to the future. We're trying to look because every time we expecting from us something big, we always fail. So we're just trying to focus on what we have right now.
Well, you have been achieving some incredible things. We'll talk about the major in a little bit, but first I just want to get a bit of an insight into the team in week 1. So obviously you managed to take down ForZe on train 16-3, which was such a dominant showing. What were you guys kind of focusing on there?
Actually, this game was kind of weird because we made so many stupid mistakes in the beginning of every round, but we managed to close everything with a clutch and showed some individual skills that was good from us. And yet, I don't have anything like specific, something we just focused on. There was only the individual performance from every player in each round. This is like what happened on train.
I mean, just talking about ForZe as well, you guys, you faced them in Moscow in the grand finals where, again, you managed to take them down. What did you kind of learn from facing them on LAN that you brought to your first week of the online season?
Actually, nothing. We didn't have much time to think about that. We didn't thought that we're going to play against ForZe in final. We didn't prepare much against them. We just played, as I like to say, our game. We played our game and we didn't just focus on other things. We just tried to do what we're doing great and just keep doing it.
Well, it's interesting that you say you don't feel like you had much time to prepare. How do you kind of cope with that as a team, going from event to event and still having to put on such a huge performance?
Actually, I don't know, because we are new team. I mean, we are young guys. Not me, the other guys. So we didn't attend on a lot of tournaments in a row yet because we don't have that much experience how to figure out how to get the rest, how to manage everything that is happening with the tournaments going one by one. So right now we have a little bit experience and now we know that we can just handle with that. So this is great because I think the main part is like 4 of us per young, so they can take it. So I'm the experience, so I know how to manage that.
It's very interesting that you say that because you are, obviously you say you're not young, but you are the sort of new, one of the newer faces on AVANGAR. What was that like coming from, obviously you were with Gambit, which was another CIS team, then going on to FaZe as a stand-in, an international team, and then coming back to AVANGAR. What did you kind of learn from being on that international squad of FaZe?
I learned actually a lot. I know how the kitchen of the European scene or the international teams. I know how it. I have a lot of experience how to prepare on the tournaments and what we not should do on the tournaments to fail. And this experience is gold for me, and is what I bring to the AVANGAR. I think in the most part of what I bring to them.
I know we were talking about it a little bit earlier, but your major run was absolutely phenomenal. But it didn't start off looking particularly dominant. You guys managed to get through 3-2 in the Challenger stage. Can you talk to me a little bit about how you found that momentum coming up into Championship stage?
Like before the major, before the Challenger stage, we felt like we can do a lot of damage on the tournament, but we didn't feel comfortable in our minds. I mean, the how do you call the mental stuff was not on a good point. So when we started to playing the Challenger stage, this is the most hardest part for us because you're playing most likely against underdogs. So it's hard to prepare against them, and you don't know what to expect from them on the game. So this was a big mental battle for us against ourselves. So we managed to qualify to the Legend stage, and everything went so smooth. We felt great. We didn't feel any pressure, and we felt more confident to play against big teams because we knew that we already been in Berlin. We're living there. We get used for these PCs, and we know we just feel this tournament. So the teams that arrived a week after the Challenger stage, they have feel this tournament. They have 2 or 3 days extra to get used for everything. So we feel pretty much confident to go into it, and we knew that we are in a good shape since we played a lot of games there. So yeah, that was the main thing that that helped for us.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's so interesting that you say you were coming up against the underdogs, because in the grand final you were the underdogs coming up against Astralis. How did you kind of prepare for that going into it? Because obviously Astralis are one of those teams that we've just seen being on top form for so long now.
Actually, we didn't prepare for the Astralis something specifically. I mean, whole tournament that we prepared, that was the one strategy how we prepared. So we didn't want to change anything because we were so confident that everything gonna work with Astralis as well, but it didn't work. So yeah, but now we have experience. We know how to prepare for the big finals against teams like Astralis. So yeah, this is experience we really need it, and gain that. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you did the team so proud by making it to that grand final, but it isn't the first time that you yourself have been in a grand final of the major. You won PGL Krakow back with Gambit, which was a pretty incredible showing. And I know I saw an article on HLTV where you said you walked out into the stadium in Berlin and you were like, wow, this looks like the PGL Krakow stadium. What did you kind of bring from winning that major and knowing that feeling to this major this time around with AVANGAR?
Actually, the guys said when we played on the stage, when they played on stage with me, they said we can feel this aura coming out, all the Gambit or winning on the stage. So this is cool. Yeah, this is I think the feeling that I bring to them, maybe that helped us to go so far major. And yeah, actually, when I came to the Berlin and I saw this stage, I was like, okay, this is Krakow. This is, I like this, and I felt super confident to go on this tournament. I really enjoyed it, and I liked that, and I don't know how to explain these feelings, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, it must have been an incredible feeling. How do you feel that you've changed as a player yourself since that time with Gambit winning the major up until now, coming onto AVANGAR?
Changed a lot because in Gambit I already played the in-game leader role. I played different roles. I switched role by role and playing in the FACEIT, and now I'm back to AVANGAR and I switch my roles and switch my positions. This is a hard part, but I'm really happy that I can get used for everything that's happening with. That I know in what time I'll perform well. I know how much time I need to get in the shape. So everything changed in my mind. This is not old AdreN that was in 2017 Krakow. This is different, with a different mindset. I know a lot of things that's happening, teams and how to win, and now I'm more confident. Everything I need is to get in shape again. Just get some headshots. That's all.
So coming back to ECS Season 8 for Week 2, you guys are going to be going up against Mix. It's a team that we haven't really seen much of this season so far. How do you kind of go into a game like that?
I don't know. We're going to focus on our individual skill. We will try to play against them as a team, of course, because to win the mixed team, you have to perform as a team, not like an individual player. Because if you're gonna perform like an individual player, like a mix, so you're gonna lose against mixed. So you have to perform like as a team. So that's what we're gonna focus.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, just speaking about individual play, I know that Jame has been the name on everybody's lips recently. What is it like being in a team with him, and how does he kind of how do you kind of enable him to perform the way he does?
Actually, I like Jame, how he's like practicing, how his effort to the game, because he's in-game leading and he's also top fragging almost on every game. So this is something, obviously, me and the kicker trying to help him to in-game lead, but what he's doing is something incredible. I mean, to in-game lead and to do such a good impact in game, as for open frags and the top fragging, this is something huge, and you have to pay attention on that. He's a hard worker, he's working a lot, and this is paying.
Yeah, I mean, the hard work is undoubtedly paying off for you guys. Just looking to the future for AVANGAR, what are some of the goals you have going forward?
For sure to stick in the top 3 or top 5 position in the world rating. To go to the first place, of course, it's gonna be hard, but we're gonna work on that. For sure, we're not done yet with the major. we still want to win it, yeah. And I like that everyone is so motivated after this win. I mean, this final, this is a win for us as well, because we just break in our minds we can do much more than we expected. So right now the focus is always on gonna be on the winning of the tournaments and be on the top. This is the main goal for us.
So how confident are you that AVANGAR will finally make it to the ECS finals in Arlington?
I don't know. I don't like to speak much about that, but okay. I hope we're gonna go to the LAN finals, because it was kind of my one of the, not a dream, how do you say, yeah, this is like it was like individual my goal to go to the ECS finals, because I never been in the ECS finals yet. Yeah. So and I hope that we're gonna go there as a team with AVANGAR and just feel that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it will be absolutely incredible to see you guys taking the first spot in EU, and you guys can join in at home. Make sure you are tuned in on September 30th to watch AVANGAR take on Mix. But I think all there is left to say is thank you so much, AdreN, for joining me. It's been an absolute pleasure to speak to you, and good luck in week 2 of ECS.
Thank you.